Okay, Caroline. The first thing I want to mention is your page size. You're at 8.5 by 11 on each side. So that's basically, actually, you're at 11 by 8.5. So this thing is going to be 22 inches when you open it. And that's just enormous. I mean, that's just enormous. This is a booklet. So it should be more like an A4, or I'm sorry, A5, maybe an A6 page size as opposed to 8.5 by 11, or in this case, 11 by 8.5. Okay, let's go over here. Where did we start? We started here with, I'm not, okay, so this is, okay, so that's 11. That's the front cover. Okay, cool. And then here's your inside. First goes, that's your blank page, your intro page. Good job, good job, good job. Okay, and then this is your first spread. I don't understand this. I mean, you've already introduced your designer. You've already gave the context and image. Why do this? Okay, so I don't consider that to be a page. I mean, I don't know if you're going to count that as part of your spread. Let me see. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, seven, nah, yeah, I don't know if you're counting that as part of your spread, but it's not. So let's get typography in there and let's get that page started right here. That's where your page should start, right there. Okay, let's take a look at typography. I'm going to zoom in here, and I think these are okay. I think you're there's only one question here. Though. These are call outs, okay? But they're really, really bold. So this page subsequently is going to be kind of, actually, this page is actually pretty good. I'm okay with this page. I think that your subquote, your pull quotes or your call outs are set in bold and all cap, and that's just bringing too much weight over here. So I would set those, really give those some finesse instead of that big blocky, almost feels like we're getting yelled at. But not almost, I mean, it feels like we're getting yelled at. Look at that width column of that caption and the width column of that caption. So there's some inconsistencies in your grid. Right now you're showing what looks like a 3-column grid. However, you're breaking grids in a lot of places. There's 1 column, 2 column, 3 column, okay? Let's take a look here. 1 column, 2 column, 3 column. Is that margin looks like that margin looks like it's going to be a lot wider than that margin. So you want to check for consistency there. Let's take a look at the typeset, and we can see that you've got justified type, but you haven't turned your hyphens off, so you got a lot of hyphens, so it's really decimating your right margin. Right margin on justified type should be clean like that. No hyphens at all. It's real clean, and unfortunately we get this really jaggedy looking right margin. And then also check your type settings here, because you got, look at these giant spaces between your words. Okay, and that's in InDesign. Okay, so you want to adjust those. And I think putting up an image in the middle of the type right here is, I don't think that's a smart move. I just think it's chopping that page up too much. Pull quote you can put in there at times, but right now I would just concentrate on showing typography. Next page. Now this page is different, although you do have all the same typographic mistakes as far as the letter spaces and the hyphens, etc. But you have this treatment here, but you don't have it here. Here you start with a drop cap. Here you start with this whole word in a different type. Inconsistency there. Okay, so and then if we have that 3-column, that would be a broken grid for the 3-column, because as we can see, well, and that's okay with images. That's okay, so don't worry about that. But speaking of images, I think you're too image heavy in this layout, in this piece. I do, and I've described this to students quite a bit. Look, here's the thing. This is a typography class, meaning this: when you're sitting down in front of somebody, you're looking at this work. They're going to say to you, "Well, what class was this for?" And you're going to say typography. And I guarantee you, inside their head, they're going to go like this: "Well, why are you using so many images then? If you want type, show us type." That's how I feel. Show us type. Let's take a look at this. Okay, you've got all these different presentations and different typefaces, and I mean, we've learned that that's just wrong. I mean, you don't want more than 2 typefaces and you've got probably 4 or 5 in the same paragraph. So that is really, really confusing me. I'm not real sure what the motivation is behind that. Okay, and then here, of course, I can't comment on that because it's not text. And then I'm not real sure if that's the back cover. I'm not sure. It just seems like your presentation just kind of fell apart after this page. Actually, before this page, after this page. It just seems like you started kind of placing things and stopped paying attention to consistency and visual hierarchy and type. And I don't know how to make that more. Really got to stress that, Carrie. Really got to stress that. This is a typography class. Ergo, I got to see typography in this piece. And, you know, in the first couple of pages, sure, good start. Showing some good type techniques. I mean, there's some things that we have to work on, but now we start making some errors. And then now we're just completely just showing images. Do you see what I'm saying? I'm not cutting you down. I'm not at all. You know me better than that by now. That's not my style. I'm trying to bring this to your attention so you can see what other people, especially your portfolio reviewers and hiring professionals, are going to see when they look at work. I would not use an image twice in the same piece. Okay, so that's basically what I have without going out too much time. I'm already pushing 7 minutes. So if you have any questions, please allow me to help you further. And you know where I'm at. So let me know. Okay, thanks very much.